Once upon a time, a long, long while ago, in an age when all the Trolettes songs were new, and Lee Paris was teaching Vera Lynn the lyrics of her war hits. And the only thing Dave Lynn and Phil Ross were sucking were their dummies. Come with us now into the land of make-believe, where our story unfolds in the woods near Hard Up Hall.
Alone, and I've done for 10 performances. I'm haggard bent and ill-equipped. The Trolettes must have wrote this script. Through mire and mud I journey on, with all my youth and beauty gone. If only some kind soul I'd meet. But hark, the sound of tiny feet.
Pray, may I ask, what are you doing in these woods, all alone?
Alas, my dear, I'm growing old. My weary bones, they feel the cold. For age and warmth, they do not mix. That's why I search these woods for pricks.
Sticks!
I know what I'm looking for.
Well, I wish you wouldn't keep bending over like that. The rabbits will think it's a warren. Dear old lady, you do not have to look for sticks anymore. I have plenty. I'll give you some of mine. Oh.
What kindness from her heart beguiled. Yes, I see that you have piled.
Here we are, dear old lady.
You're young and pretty with sparkling eyes. Do I have to speak these lines? I hear your name is Cinderella.
Yes.
She don't look much better as a fella.
Oh. My name is Cinderella. How do you know?
I know everything, my child. Good fortune on you today has smiled. Before I leave to journey on, I command that age and cloak be gone.
Well, the cloak is gone.
Your kindness today has broke a spell, for I am really Fairy Belle. You gave your sticks to light my fire, and I shall grant your heart's desire.
Oh, isn't it wonderful? A real live fairy. You mean if I want something really, really hard, I only have to call your name?
That's right, my dear.
Oh,
and now I must be gone. I wish you then a fond adieu, for EastEnders will soon be on, and that has got a fairy too. Oh. Fairy Belle, fairy, oh Fairy Belle, Fairy Belle, Fairy Belle, Fairy Belle,
Fairy Belle,
Fairy Belle,
Fairy Belle.
It's a nice dress, I'm using it. Very fair.
Very fair.
You may clap now if you wish.
Isn't it wonderful of real life, Fairy? I think today is going to be a most unusual day. It's a most unusual day. Feel like throwing my troubles away. As an old native-born Californian would say, it's a most unusual day. There's a most unusual sky, not a sign of a cloud passing by. And if I want to sing, throw my heart in the ring with the most unusual day. There are people meeting people. There is sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people, and the sign of spring in the air. It's a most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, well, there's only one thing to say. It's the most unusual day. There are people meeting people. There is sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people, and the sign of spring in the air. It's the most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, there's only one thing to say. It's the most unusual day. Bye. I'm just going to get some more sticks to fire.
And I say, we cannot start the hunt without the prince. Oh, what a beautiful morning. It's perfect for a hunt. If only I knew where the prince had gone. Each day for weeks he's been out with the excuse that he's looking for trade. Well, by that I mean trade to exploit our cottage industry, as all our villagers are up to their elbows in grief, just to help give a little pleasure to their fellow men. But hark, I hear the sound of a horn. It must be the prince. He likes to have a good blow on it. It is the prince. He's come. Let us all give a great big loud cheer for his most imperial leather, Prince Charming. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dandini. I might be canned, but I give any man a good licking. My apologies for such a late arrival, but you understand, trade must come first.
Ah, yes, sir. Whenever I have trade, I always like to come first.
I don't think you quite understand, dear. I mean the sort of trade you have to look for.
But, sir, I never have to look for trade. It always seems to come to me.
Get her. I know, Dandini, and how I wish it could be the same for me. I want to go to all those boner places you go. The Elephant and Castle, Harpoon Lewis, and the Alternative. I'd just like to be you for a day.
Sire would change place with me. It's always been my dream to be a prince. But sire, methinks you are jesting.
I was never more in earnest.
Oh, another fan of Oscar Wilde.
Then, Dandini, I think it's you who are jesting.
Oh, no, sire. I was thinking that we could change places, change roles.
For mine, a cheese and tomato.
It's only a matter of dress.
I'm not wearing your naff drag.
Sire, your royal sash alone would make me a noblesse.
I think you mean noblesse. Good idea, Dandini. Come. I'll give you my cockade. It is my badge of office, my stamp. It will make you a royal queen, nay prince.
But sire, the consequences, they must be considered.
Consequences. What do I care for those? The life you lead is indeed gay.
But from tonight, I'll be vous, and you'll be moi.
At last, an ambition finally to be fulfilled.
And pray may I ask what that is?
To hold one of the biggest balls in all the land.
Ooh, I can't imagine what you mean. Good idea, Dandine. It's a long time since gaiety and laughter were heard at the palace. Especially since that gay burglar.
A gay burglar, sire? How did you know he was gay?
Well, when I got home, all the furniture was rearranged and there was a quiche in the oven.
Anyway, sire, I shall go henceforth and give an invitation to all the fair ladies and men in the land.
Excellent, Dandine. And perhaps my intended will reveal herself at the ball.
Oh, sire, whatever happens tonight, I hope we'll always be good friends.
Of course we will. We'll always be together, for as you know, wherever we go, whatever we do, we're gonna go through it together. We may not go far, but sure as a star, wherever we are, it's together. Wherever I go, I know he goes.
Wherever I go, I know he goes.
No fist, no fight, no fuse, and no egos.
We're amigos together.
Thick and true things, all out are rolling, and whether it's wind, place or shore,
It's you for me.
and me for you and mouth through whatever we do together, wherever we go. Wherever I go, I know he goes.
Wherever I go, I know he goes.
No fist, no fight, no fuse, and no egos.
We're amigos together.
Thick and true things, all out are rolling, and whether it's wind, place or shore,
It's you for me.
and me for you and both through whatever we do together, wherever we go. Hey.
Till later, Dandini.
Sire. Oh, boner, boner, boner. Here I am, free and easy, just resigned, it's lovely. There are guys just right for some kissing, and I mean to kiss me a few. All those guys don't know what they're missing. I've got a lot of living to do, and there's wine already for tasting, and there's bells all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is wasted. There's such a lot of living to do. There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Last of all, if only you know it, and it's all just waiting for me. I'm alive, and I'm gonna show it. There's such a lot of living to do. There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Last of all, if only you know it, and it's all just waiting for me. I'm alive, and I'm gonna show it. There's such a lot of living, such a lot of living. What a lot of living to do. Hey. Oh ho! There's a pretty-ish girl. And since at the moment I'm not a prince, I am free to speak to her. Good morning. Fair maid. What's your name?
Good morning, sir. My name is Cinderella,
Cinderella. What a lovely name.
the youngest daughter of Baron Harder.
The youngest.
Yes. And may I ask your name?
My name is...
Dandini.
Absolute Mon.
Oh, that's a lovely name.
Then we've both got lovely names.
Thank you.
Cinderella.
Yes.
Or may I call you Embers?
Oh, yes, lots of people call me Ember.
Is it because you used to be a barmaid at Harpoon Louis?
Yes, and then also, if I'm not poked regularly, I go out.
What are you doing? What are you doing in these woods all alone?
Oh, I'm collecting sticks for the fire.
That's no task for such a for such a creature. Let me help.
Oh, no, sir. You'll spoil all your pretty clothes, sir.
Don't you worry your little leak about that.
Oh,
Are you hoping for a glimpse of Prince Charming at the ball tonight?
Prince Charming? At the ball?
Yes.
Oh, no, sir. My sisters, perhaps. They could meet the prince, but I never could.
You've got sisters?
Yes. Buttercup and Daisy.
Buttercup and Daisy. Oh. Your sisters, are they anything like you?
Oh, no, sir. Oh! My sisters are very, very, very old. Very old. And also they are ugly. Very, very, very ugly.
So it's hereditary. But Cinderella, you never know your luck. Someday you may meet the prince. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me one little bit to hear that you had met him.
Oh, I have no desire to meet the prince, sir.
What? I mean, what? No desire to meet the prince? How now? Please tell me why not.
Well, I have heard that at the palace there are many, many fair ladies, and I know that the prince would never look at a poor little maid like me.
True. There are many lovely ladies at the palace, but never before has the prince seen anything quite like you.
What is the prince like?
Oh, he's a wonderful homie.
Oh.
He's tall, he's strong, he's handsome, he's butch. In some ways, not unlike myself.
And is he in love with anyone?
No. Yes. I rather think he is.
You seem to know so much about the prince. Have you actually met him?
I'm the prince's greatest friend. I am Dandini, his aide-de-camp.
He's aide-de-camp. I've heard the prince doesn't need any aide-de-camp.
Where'd you hear that?
Well, I read it in John Addy's column in Out.
No. I'm always at his service, Embers, and from now on I shall always be at yours.
Oh, sir, you are too kind.
And you are nearly very lovely.
Methinks, sir, is flattering me.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not. You know, I think I could be so happy with you.
Oh! And I could be so happy with you.
I could be happy with you if you could be happy with me.
I'd be contented to live anywhere. What would I care? As long as you were there,
Guys, I know always faithless. But one thing's as clear as can be. I know that I could be happy with you, my darling, if you could be happy with me. happy with you, my darling. If you could be happy with me. Oh, I could be so happy with you. If you could be happy with me, I'd be contented to live anywhere. What would I care as long as you were there? Skies may not always be blue, but one thing's as clear as can be. I know that I could be happy with you, my darling. If you could be happy with me.
Whenever you see me come out my blue hat, tunic and trousers, I'm going to say, hello boys and girls, and I want you to say, hello Zipper! Can we try again? Hello boys and girls! Hello Zipper! Welcome to Harder Poor. Such as it is, oh poor Baron Harder. He has to spend all his money on those horrible stepdaughters. So there's never money for anything else. Even I don't get paid, and I have to do everything for the stepsisters. So I'm hard up all the time. Zipper! I'm going to hide and I'll see you later on, okay? Goodbye!
Oh, Daisy!
Oh, home at last, sister dear.
Oh, I could use a drink.
Get yourself one, girl.
I will!
We've all got problems. Some can be cured.
I need a claw.
I've got one here.
Oh, thank you, Daisy. You're so good to your younger sister. You pour and I'll say when. Did you see that lovely hat in the Harrods yesterday? Lovely feathers, big plume as a lovely dress, a big plunging neckline, and then these fabulous shoes that when. Oh! I needed some water in there.
Should have got some outside here. It's consistently raining.
Let's unload the shopping.
What'd you get, girl?
Oh, I bought all sorts of things. I bought a beautiful 9-carat necklace. It was held over for the January sales. Nice, isn't it?
Very nice.
I bought myself some new gloves.
What are they for?
My eyesight's going. And I've got some new washing powder. It's called Stuff. All my friends are getting stuff. Like me. It says here it adds luster to your cluster. Oh dear, Daisy, that's a nasty cough you've got. Have you tried sucking a fisherman's friend?
Yes, but I fell out the boat.
Talking about boats, I went to Putney Tow Park, and they were rehearsing for the boat race there. And I said, can I join in? They said, certainly, madam, get in the boat. I just got in, just sat down, and someone shouted, "Oars in the water." So in I went. I got soaking wet, and they said, "Oh, never mind. If you hang around, you can kiss the cocks of the winning team."
Oh, you awful.
I was there all night.
Oh, we shouldn't laugh, really. It's very sad.
No.
Poor Ethel next door. I went to see her this morning.
She's in such a state.
What on earth has happened?
Well, her husband died.
Oh no, Daisy.
Dropped dead, slap, just like that.
Oh, that poor woman.
Yeah. I'll tell you what happened. Last Sunday, he went down the garden with her to cut a cabbage for Sunday lunch. Heart attack. Finished.
Oh, what on earth did she do?
Choked it to the peas.
Well, I think that's about all now.
Did you get anything else from the sales at all?
Well, I nearly bought a gun.
A gun? What do you want a gun for?
Well, every night I've walked home from here, I've had this awful sex maniac following me all the way home, every night. Well, what would you do?
Walk slower. What on earth have you got in your hand there?
Oh, that's just a joint for Sunday. Well, that's it, Daisy. What shall we do now?
I know, let's do some cooking.
What a good idea. I feel like a chicken. Thank you. I hope you get egg-bound as well. Oh, but I don't know how to do a chicken, Daisy.
I do. Somewhere in my drawers I have an old recipe.
Everything in your drawers is old, Daisy. Can I see the recipe?
No, it's for chicken.
Oh, no, it isn't! Oh, yes, it is. You are out there, aren't you? Oh, no, it isn't! Oh, yes, it is. Oh, no, it isn't! Oh, yes, it is. Thank you.
Pull yourself apart and lay the table.
I'd rather lay the chicken.
Soppy little cow.
Oh, could you do me up, darling?
I'll do you up, dear.
It's awful when you've got a 20-inch inch waist.
There you are. Goes with the spare skin round the neck. There you go.
There you are.
All right, dear.
Right, I'm ready now, Daisy.
Right, I've got the recipe here.
Good.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Right. I'll read it, you do it.
Oh, yes.
First you need stuffing.
You can say that again.
First you need stuffing. Step 1. Remove all jewellery as this could be lost inside them.
Right, I'm ready, Daisy.
Step 2.
Yeah.
Take 1 young, fresh chicken.
1 young, fresh chicken. Ugh! Oh, Daisy, this chicken smells!
I bet she couldn't pass that test. Step 3. Get your chicken in a position where it can't move. Legs well apart. Preferably in the air. Not you, dear, the chicken. Always use a clean tool for poking into your chicken.
Yes?
Your meat should be hot and stiff. To allow it to penetrate to its plate. Should you find your chicken is tight, a small amount of grease may be smeared around the hole. Right?
Right.
Be sure your meat is rammed home to the full extent. As a well-stuffed chicken could give you great satisfaction and will be recommended when it's passed around to friends. Got a coda on the end here.
What does it say, Daisy?
Should you find yourself with an old boiler, the same principle applies,
Yes.
except it won't have to be held down. The legs will fall apart. Both hands may be used to stuff it, and no grease will be needed.
Oh, yes.
And now all you've got to do is pop it in the oven.
But I've got a bun in the oven. It was one of those nights.
I hope he left his horse outside.
Why?
I can see the hoof prints on your back.
Don't be so bitchy, Daisy. We should be kind to each
I
other.
suppose we should.
After all, we are sisters.
True.
Sisters. Sisters. Oh, we're two dames, but underneath we're misters. Always got our pretty aprons on, yes, sir. We're here to keep our eyes on her. Snaring, preparing a chicken that we've no intention sharing. When the day is over and we've all had fun, we'll have the food and she'll have none. We drive men crazy with Buttercup and Daisy. Oh wow, what's in Dunstan's home? Ribbons and laces, we love gay places, especially the Hippodrome. Oh, those who have wooed us never seem contented till they've screwed us. Many men have tried to split her up, but no one can. Nobody can. We've given prizes for choppers of various sizes, and all that comprises we gonna wind up with a man. We've given prizes for choppers of various sizes. We've got the disguises, and now all we need is a man. There's a ring on our knocker. Good God.
Hello, boys and girls!
Who is at the door, Zipper?
It was a messenger from the palace.
Oh!
With invitation.
Oh!
To a ball.
Oh!
There are 3 invitations.
3?
One for you, Daisy.
Oh.
One for you, Buttercup.
Oh, thank you, Zipper.
And there's one for Cinderella.
Cinderella? Cinderella's not going to the ball.
But why not?
Cinderella's far too busy to mess around with any balls.
Oh, please, sisters, please let it go, please. Oh, I hope they let Cinders go. That poor bitch gets sod all.
Okay, Zipper, I'll give it to her.
Shall I give it to her, girls and boys?
I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her. We'll both give it to her.
Do you promise?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Off you go now.
We will.
Go and draw my barb. Here's a pencil.
One for you, Daisy, and one for me. I'll put them in my apron.
You do that, dear.
And one for Cinderella. What do you want?
What do you want? I heard a ring on the knocker and I wondered who it was.
Actually, it was a messenger
A messenger.
from the palace
The palace.
with invitation
Invitation.
to a ball.
A ball.
Oh, invitations to the ball.
Yes.
Was
Yes.
there one for me?
Yes.
But you're not going.
You're not going.
Oh, why not?
Because you're a lazy,
Lazy.
idle,
Idle.
good for nothing.
Good for nothing.
And we
And we
are going to rip you now.
Go down there with the snakes. You got no time to go to any balls. You got to scrub the floors, clean the furniture, polish the rings,
And don't forget to feed Tiddles the cat.
Right.
You wicked girl.
I'll take the cake and put it in the fridge.
Oh, Daisy, that looks lovely.
It's for tomorrow.
Oh, can we have it now? Because I'm so hungry.
No, it's for tomorrow.
Oh, I could eat a horse. Oh, I'm so hungry. Can I have it now?
Do you think I should give it to her
Oh,
now?
yes, please. I'm so hungry. Oh, please. I'm so hungry. Let me have it
Do
now.
you think she needs it now?
Yes. I'm so hungry. I'm starving. Please give it to me.
they done now?
There was 3 invitations to the ball.
Yes, I know. I gave one to Daisy, one to Buttercup, and they promised me that they'd give you your invitation as well.
They didn't give me mine. They've torn mine up. Look.
Those wicked, wicked sisters. Never mind, Cinders. When things get hard, and you're feeling a little bit low, just remember, smile and the world smiles with you. Keep smiling. That's all you gotta do. Even when the darkest cloud is in the sky, you mustn't cry and you mustn't sigh. Spread a little happiness as you go by. Please try. What's the use of worrying and feeling blue when days are long, one smiling through? Spread a little happiness, the dreams come true. Surely you'll be wise to make the best of every blues day. Don't you realize you'll find next Monday or next Tuesday what? Your golden Tuesday. Even when the darkest cloud is in the sky, you mustn't sigh and you mustn't cry. Spread a little happiness as you go by.
I don't know what I would possibly do without you.
Oh, Cinders, I feel just the same. In fact, there's something I've been meaning to tell you for ages.
Oh, yes, Zipper.
Well,
Well, what? Tell me, Zipper.
I love you.
Oh, Zipper, you're so terribly, terribly sweet, but I can't love you. I'm in love with Dandini.
Dandino, where did you meet him?
Well, I was in the woods today collecting sticks for the fire, and our eyes met and we just fell in love.
Oh, well. That does solve one little problem I have.
Oh, yes, and what is that?
Well, David Richardson from Uranian Travel has asked me to go to Camp Buffy with him on holiday!
Oh, how lovely for you. David Richardson. Uranian Travel. I tell you what, if you go, you will promise me that you'll come back, won't you?
I might do.
Well, I hope you do, but before you go, I'd better give you some very good advice, because strange things can happen over there. Are you listening to me? The world is so related that everything's created, just as sure as 1 and 1 make 2. Why, even the moon and the ocean depends on the moon for its motion. The same applies to me and you. For instance, where there's a river, there's a fish. And where there's a wishbone, there's a wish. They go together, so do we. Where there's you, there's me. And where there's a valley, there's a hill. And where there's a doctor, there's a pill. They go together, so do we. Where there's you, there's me. We agree, like sugar goes with tea, like honey goes with tea.
us what? I'll go make us a nice cup of tea.
Oh, what a good idea. I could do with a nice... Oh, I can't be happy. Just look at my invitation, and I did so want to go to the ball. How I wish I could get... Wish. Remember, Fairy Belle said if ever I wanted anything really, really hard, just to call her name. Oh, boys and girls, mums and dads, ladies and gentlemen, geriatrics, anyone who's in tonight, please, will you all, after 3, call Fairy Belle with me so I can go to the ball? 1, 2, 3, Fairy Belle, Fairy Belle, Fairy Belle, Fairy Belle, oh, Fairy Belle,
You rang?
oh, I don't know what I'm going to say, because, oh, I do want to go to the ball, but they've torn my ticket up.
Laughter must replace your tears whenever Fairy Belle appears. With its wand here in the hand, your every wish is my command. Really?
Onward to go! Goodness me, it's Rosemary! Oh! No, naughty boy, it's not. That's Fairy Belle. She's come to help me to go to the ball. It's wonderful.
Now, we have no time to lose. Zipper fetch the things I choose. Methinks before the spell begins, there'll be time for a couple of gins. Potions for waltz me mind recalls. Now where did I put the spell for balls? From the fairy dell on Hampstead Heath, fetch me a paper handkerchief. Add to that a bottle of beer, 1 good stir and a footman will appear. All in leather. We'll need a coach. Now contemplate. Something strong to take her weight. Fetch me a car that size precisely.
American Express?
That'll do nicely. Horses now and the seats complete. Clipping hooves on a cobbled street. They'll be outside with bridle and bits. If we have them in here, we'll be covered in manure. The hardest part will be the dress. Her figure is in such a mess. Ah, well, here goes. Take away those tatty clothes. And now, good ones, my last command. Make her the fairest in all the land. Now, Cinderella, hear me well. There is a limit to his spell. Be home by the midnight hour. Mortis don't I lose my power. Should you forget and linger on, you'll find all your lovely drag has gone. For your happiness I've opened doors. Until 12 o'clock, the dream is yours.
night for you and everyone. We'll dance and sing and make the rafters ring. Oh yeah, tonight's the night. Tonight's the night, we're gonna have some fun. Tonight's the night for you and everyone. We'll dance and sing and make the rafters ring. Oh yeah, tonight's the night. And let's hear the sound of your voice. Lift up your hearts and rejoice. Tonight's the night, we're gonna have some fun. Tonight's the night for you and everyone. We'll dance and sing and make the rafters ring. Oh yeah, tonight's the night. Oh yeah! Oh, how's my Daisy? Well, Dandy Boos, what was it like being a prince for a day?
Sire, I didn't feel myself at all.
Good. Shows your taste is improving.
And how did you feel, sire?
A little bit common, actually. But whilst walking through the woods this afternoon, I stumbled across this vision.
A vision, sire? Well, what did she look like?
Indescribable. Did you meet anyone worth remembering?
No, sire. I went to this awful little place called Jojo's Piano Bar.
Oh, cod.
And I saw this blondish queen, he was playing with his organ.
What was his name?
Nigel. And then, lo and behold, I saw two trannies. They looked the spitting image of Daisy and Buttercup Harder.
Daisy and Buttercup Harder?
Yes, sire.
Why? They are the sisters of the vision I met in the forest this afternoon.
Oh,
I know.
Your Royal Highnesses, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Buttercup and Miss Daisy Hardup.
Daisy! Men! Where? Oh, the prince, your highness,
Your loneliness,
my goodness.
my guineas.
Oh, Princey Pooh, may I have the first dance?
I saw him first.
Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. Oh, no, she didn't. Ladies!
Oh, he's so butch.
Before I go any further, I must reveal myself.
Oh. Don't do that, dear. Just tell him who you really are.
I am not the prince. Not the prince? Oh, Daisy, we've been done.
Your age, you should be very grateful.
This is going to be fun. Now, ladies. I'm the prince.
You're the prince. Your
Your
highness.
Royal Highnesses, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, take your partners for a waltz.
Oh,
Little Jack Horner sat in the corner, his hands thrust deep in his pockets. A young lady walked by and she showed him her thighs, and his willy went up like a rocket.
There he had the little pig. It was forever grunting. And every time it woke her up, she kicked its little head in.
Old Mother Hubbard, she went to her cupboard to fetch a poor doggy a little bone. And when she got there, the cupboard was bare, so we give her a bone of his own.
a chopper that just wouldn't function. For the rest of his life, he teased his poor wife with some cream on the end of his truncheon.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, the Princess Crystal.
That spell didn't last long, did it? Oh, welcome to my ball. I am Prince Charming.
Sire, and I am the Princess Crystal, all the way from 23 Wyndham Court.
You come from a different place every night.
You must get around. Princess Crystal, have we not met somewhere before?
I do not think so, sire. If I had seen anything like you, I would have remembered instantly.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely. Isn't there going to be a buffet tonight? Oh! I've got the same line again.
Just proves we're not miming to record.
Oh, Princess Crystal, perhaps we met in Dynasty.
Oh no, Charlton. Kate O'Mara got that right. Ladies and gentlemen, a little buffet will now be laid out in the great hall. Oh goody, I hope it's a big spread.
Have to be for your legs. Come, let's have a nosh.
But Princess Crystal, you remind me so much of a girl I met in Epping Forest.
Epping Forest, sire. Oh no, sire. I have never been in any Epping Forest.
You are very unusual.
So unusual. On meeting you, inside I feel all softness and comfort.
Oh, I must do my washing.
And also, I feel if I have been born again.
It's about time. Come bring me your softness, comfort me through all this madness. Don't you know with you I'm born again?
Come bring me your sweetness. Now there's you, there is no sweetness. Santini, I must give you a lock of my hair.
Play your cards right, you can have the old wig.
Your partners for the invitation waltz.
Sire, you dance just like Mario Lanza.
Mario Lanza was a singer. Proclamation that whoever this beautiful, dainty cut glass slipper fits, I shall marry.
Oh, Daisy.
And now, ladies and germs, the ball is over.
Disgusting! We didn't come here to be insulted.
Where'd you normally go?
Come, Sister dear, there's a proper party at the end.
Make haste, Auntie. Find her, find her, find her. Oh, do you think I'll ever see her again? You'll never know just how much I miss you. You'll never know just how much I care. And if I tried, I still couldn't hide my love for you. You ought to know, oh haven't I told you so a million or more times. You've gone away and my heart went with you. I speak your name in my every breath. Some other way to prove that I love you, I swear I don't know how. You'll never know if you don't know now. Yeah, you went away, my heart went with you. I speak your name in my every breath. If there was some other way to prove that I love you, I swear I don't know how. You never know if you know now.
Oh, to home again. Oh, it was lovely.
What a wonderful night, Daisy.
It was fab. It's pity it had to end so soon.
Yes.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Well, I did actually. In actual fact, I had a dance with this marvellous guy. He was a squire. Built like a brick shed he was. Marvellous. We had the Quaker dance.
What on earth is the Quaker dance, Daisy?
Twice round the floor and outside for your own.
You are wicked, but it was a wonderful night. I swear the Prince's balls are getting bigger every year.
Yeah. I wish I had the money to hold them.
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh, drat that Cinderella. I told her I wanted a sheet on the bed.
Why don't you use the loo like everybody else?
I forgot to tell you, Daisy, I met this wonderful man also at the ball. His name was Baron Bonaparte.
Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more.
You know what he said to me?
What did he say to you, sister?
He said, Buttercup, I'd love to get inside your knickers.
What on earth did you say to him?
I told him I got one bum in there already.
Oh, you evil, ugly old drag queen. That went well last night, so we kept it in. Oh. Well, I'm ready for bed. I got my courtesy.
I thought you were walking funny. I haven't seen Tiddles, my cat, all night. Is my pussy out?
I never knew it was on fire.
Oh! Ow, Daisy! Ow!
What on earth's the matter?
I've got a lad in my new tights.
What do you expect for 25p a marble staircase?
Is the pot under the bed? Oh,
You're not rolling a joint this time of the night.
but I want to get high.
Stand on the wardrobe.
I can't do that, Daisy. I suffer from indigo.
Don't you mean vertigo?
No, indigo, dear. It turns me such a funny colour.
Anything's better than green.
What was... What was that?
Only the closet door, I'll close it.
Was it worth coming out at your age? I was just thinking, Daisy, you know, it doesn't matter really. If a man was blue, or green, or yellow, or orange, a good man's so hard to find, aren't they?
True.
A good man is hard to find. We always get the other kind. Just when you think that he's your pal, you turn around and find him fooling with some other gal, and then you rage, you even crave to see him laid down deep in his grave. So if your man is right, take our advice. Hug him in the morning, kiss him every night, give him plenty of loving to read him right, because a good man nowadays is hard to find.
tell you, I'm so nervous living in this big hall. I swear there's a ghost here, you know. Oh, I swear there's a ghost, and I'm so frightened, Daisy. I don't like it here on our road.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll ask them down there watching you up here, because them down there will see what you up here don't see. So when you down there see a ghost up here, you down there shout up here, she up here know there's a ghost down there, she won't be scared, you'll let her know, and everything will be lovely. Is that all right? Thank you very much.
You will tell us if you see a ghostie, won't you? Oh, you will, won't you? Oh, please, because I'm so nervous. You will tell me, won't you?
Come to bed.
I feel so much better. I'm so tired. Good night, Daisy.
Good night, buddy.
Woo! Oh, Daisy, what was that? Daisy, what was that? Oh, Daisy, I'm so frightened. Oh, Daisy. Where is it? Where? Daisy, where is it? Where is it? Oh, well, just a few hours of something wonderful into my life. I don't know if I shall ever see the prince again. It was wonderful dancing. Come fill me with sweetness. Now you're here, my life's complete. Oh, I'm so unhappy. I'm really, really unhappy. I must go home and dry my eyes.
Oh, Danzini, my fit are killing me. We've been trolling through these woods all day. We've tried every cottage on the way. And no cologne fits that slipper.
Ah, yes, sir. And this is our last chance.
Well, where are we? Well, we're at Parlour Hall, sire. Not those two ugly drag queens again. I couldn't stand anymore.
Afraid so, sire. Do you think I should knock, sire?
I don't know, do you think you should knock? No, I don't think she's not quite yet.
Sire, must we knock?
Well, we've got to knock eventually. Maybe...
Sire, I really don't want to knock.
Got a lovely bucket. Oh, no, that maybe she'd like to knock.
Would you like to knock?
Would you like to knock?
Yes.
Right, you
I'll
can knock
knock
now.
now.
Yeah. Very flash, I love it.
Oh! Oh, Dandini, I see you haven't brought the slipper. May I try it on?
Why, it's me, it's gonna...
I'm going to try it on. I'll just remove my slipper. Could you hold my joint? I'd love to. Thank you. Oh, look, it fits, Daisy, it fits. Daisy, it fits. She. Not fair. I want to marry the prince.
Kneel, thick. I just must remove my stocking, it's a bit tight.
Anything on your body would be a novelty.
Could you help me, sister?
Oh, of course I will, Daisy. Yo, Evo, yo, Evo,
She's got loose skin. It won't fit you, Daisy.
It
won't fit you.
I tell you it will. Now be quiet, girl, while I slip it on. Oh, look! What? I've got my foot in a crystal slipper.
You couldn't get your foot in the Crystal Palace! Oh, really? We're wasting time. Is there no one else here to try the slipper on?
No, there is not.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh, no, there isn't.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh, no, there isn't.
Oh, yes, there is.
Who?
Cinderella.
Cinderella? Oh, 'tis you.
Bless you.
Thank you. The youngest, prettiest girl I met in the woods today.
And it is you. And you are the prince.
Yes.
Oh, and all I have to do is to fit the slipper.
Yes. Pray be seated.
Wonderful feeling
Oh,
that it's
Daisy.
going to fit me.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Oh, Daisy.
I seem to know your face. Haven't we met before? Oh, Daisy.
Oh.
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 Oh. Oh. It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit. Oh, it doesn't fit. Oh, it doesn't fit. Oh, it doesn't fit. Oh, it doesn't fit.
Of course it doesn't fit, you big hunk, because it's mine! It's mine! It's mine!
You're overacting, dear.
Sir!
Sir! What?
I swapped it when you weren't looking!
Really? Oh! How could I have been so blind? It was you all the time. All those little signs.
Oh, sir!
Sign nothing, dandy boos. Call me Bubbles. 'Cause you can burst me any time.
She never catches me.
Come. Let's go back to the palace and make love on the sunbed. Hang about it, wait a minute. Make love on the sunbed. I like my meat well done. Ta-ra.
Oh, Daisy! You and I will have to have incense.
Don't you mean incest?
No, I mean incense. I'll need something to take the smell away if I'm sleeping with you. Well, there we are. The prince and dandy off together. The sisters off for a weekend in Amsterdam to do some dike repairing. And here am I, left with just one slipper. I know next year I'm going to do Dick Whittington, because I'm sure I shall have much more luck with Dick. There we go. Okay. Now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, mums and dads, it's your turn. I bet you were thinking they've forgotten the song sheet. But we haven't. With all this modern technology that we have today, we've got something wonderful for you. We've got two lovely rah-rah girls who've been flown all the way over on Concorde. We strapped them to the top of it, you see. And I'm going to call out these something. Well, they're strange enough. They've got the same names, Buttercup and Daisy, you see, as the ugly sisters. So we're going to call them out now and have a lovely little sing-song. I want you all to join. So, but, oh, there you, that's lovely. Hello. Hello. Which one is Buttercup? Buttercup and
I'm Buttercup.
And I'm a daisy. You're a daisy, yes. You've had many chains around you in your life, haven't you, darling? Well, you all to join in with this wonderful...
Yes, if you know the songs, join in.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I love to go a-wandering along the mountain track. And as I go, I love to sing my knapsack on my back. Ba-da-dee, ba-da-da, ba-da-dee, ba-da-da, ba-da-dee, ba-da-da. My knapsack on my back. I wave my hand to all I see, and they wave back to me. A blackbird sings so merrily in every greenwood tree. Ba-da-dee, ba-da-da, ba-da-dee, ba-da-da, ba-da-dee, ba-da-da. My knapsack on my back. I may just go a-wandering along the mountain track. And as I go, I love to see my knapsack on my back. Valerie, my knapsack on my back. Hey!
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Evidently, she's had a bottle of Synatogen before she came on. Now we'd like to do another song for you, and you really must join in, won't you? Are we ready for it? We are beautiful teenage little girls and boys. Make your request, we'll not refuse you. We are here just to amuse you. Would you like a song or story? Will you share our joy? I can no merry and true. And we drink our Ovaltine, we're happy girls and boys. We are the Ovaltine, these little girls and boys. Make your request, we'll not refuse you. We are here just to amuse you. Would you like a song or story? Will you share our joy? And age and sports with all the keys. No merry and true with LAC. And we make our Ovaltine, we're happy girls and boys. The Ovaltines wish you all adieu. And don't forget your Ovaltine is very good for you. I will be here again tomorrow with songs and stories too. And so until we meet again, the Ovaltines wish you all adieu. Like Joan Rivers gone mad, wasn't it? Well, as you all know, this evening we did have some lovely little lucky numbers as you came in, and I do believe the boys and girls have got some lucky numbers there ready for us. Have you, boys and girls, got some lucky numbers ready for us? That's wonderful. Is there someone going to the jewels and the jets? That's right, my dear. Well, now, first of all, have a little look down. We'll have the lights up, shall we? Thank you, so you can all see your numbers. Lovely. This is for a bottle of spirits of your own, you know, amyl nitrate, poppers, anything like that. Whiskey, gin, vodka, anything. So, I think that usually we have a sort of celebrity, and we do have a young man sitting down here with a most wonderful, wonderful smile on his face. He's entertained so many people with his wonderful male stripper act. It's a little bit of sort of wrong typecasting. Sebastian, I'm going to ask you, my darling, would you just come along and draw a lucky number for us? He's a lovely man. A lucky man sitting next to him this evening. Turn around and face that way, Dave, to be on the video. Put your hand in there, or somewhere else. Ah, we go. Ooh, silence. And the number is 298. 298. Sir, come along. Sebastian, a lovely round of applause, Sebastian. Thank you. 298. Have you enough courage to step up on stage? Or energy? Good evening, sir. And your name?
Mike.
Michael, very pleased to meet you. Where are you from?
Carshalton?
Carshalton.
By the pond.
By the pond. Where's Carshalton?
In Wimbledon.
I know, Wimbledon is lovely, dear. I always want to play balls on someone's court. But there we are. It's number 298, and Michael has won a bottle of, whatever you wish, whiskey. What kind of drink are you, sir? Do you like?
Scotch.
You like a drop of scotch. So do I. I've been married to one for 18 years. A lovely hand for this young man, Michael. Thank you. Also this evening, we have a wonderful, wonderful thing, especially in a pub like this. We have two sort of funny people. A man and a woman are getting married. By the name of Angela and Ian. Now, where is Angela and Ian? Because they're getting married very soon, and they're going over to Australia to get married, aren't you? Goodbye, goodbye is nice. There's Angela standing there with a lovely hacking jacket and heavy jeans. And Ian in a lovely silken blouse with a lovely lingerie underwear. We wish you all the best for your wedding in Brisbane, and have a lovely, lovely time. And if we can always have as many lovely people as you two people to mix in with the gay scene, thank you very much. And have a lovely trip, okay? Now, last but not least, a birthday. I've got a birthday boy in here. Strangely enough, the same name as you, Sebastian. Now, where is Sebastian? Sebastian, where is Sebastian?
Here.
Oh, my. Now, I can see that you're probably not gay. Surely no queen had come out dressed like this. Up you come, my darling. That's lovely. It's nice what they're doing with plastic these days. Are you nervous?
No.
He's not nervous. Are you getting excited? Are you? You dirty man. Is it really your birthday?
Yes.
And you have some lovely... 21? Oh, I must do... Hold on, I must do my shoelace. Look at the Bob Martin boots. Aren't they beautiful? Sorry? Oh, sorry, Doc Martin. I always get... So I want you all to sing Happy Birthday to Sebastian. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sebastian. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, sir. Happy birthday. There we go. Okay, well, I'm going to dash back and clear up all the mess at the palace. They've gone off to the wedding reception. I'd love to get an invitation there, but poor old Cinder's got to do all the scrubbing, so I might see you in the future. But there we go, all the way back to the wonderful finale and the wedding. Away we go!